Yo, E-Rom Sports in the building. Yo, it's here, the 2021 NBA season with my E-Rom Sports NBA preview show. I'm going to give you the predictions, the playoff teams, postseason awards, who's going to win MVP. Anthony Davis, LeBron, the Joker, Damian Lillard, the Greek Freak again? Is Ben Simmons ready? I mean, can Kawhi step up? Where's PG-13? It's going to be a fascinating season. And it's really about, the play-in games for the 9th and 10th seed, 7, 10, 8, 9, because both conferences are deep. I mean, in the West, you got the Lakers, the Clippers, the Blazers, the Nuggets, the Jazz, Dallas. That's 6 right there. What's up with Houston? Memphis, New Orleans, Phoenix. Yeah. Okay, the Kings, Sacramento, Buddy Hield and Fox, they're on the go. Bagley, is he ready? In the East, you're rolling with the Bucks, the Celtics, the Heat, the Sixers. Brooklyn Nets are in the house. That's 5. Toronto 6, Pacers 7. Who's battling for that 8 spot? Atlanta Hawks? Ooh, Gallinari, Bogdanovich, Trae Young, Collins, all those guys they got. Rajon Rondo is Orlando with that young and up-and-coming team. Okay, so the East is deep too. Knicks, Detroit, Charlotte Hornets, LaMelo Ball. So let's get ready. We'll break it down. And, comeback player of the year is going to be Kevin Durant. I could tell you that now. Is Montrezl Harrell still going to get 6th man with the Lakers? Does Lou Williams come back and get it with the Clippers? Is Michael Porter and Jamal Murray ready to take that next step to go to the NBA Finals and break through? Not just upset the Clippers, but break through? So there's a lot to talk about. Phoenix Suns got to end their playoff drought. Chris Paul, all the player movement, free agency moves. E-Rom Sports has got you covered. Let's talk about the NBA preview show. You know how I go. Check the ill flow. Steadily, netally. What? Don't you understand? NBA, what? Tear it up. Cross you over. Here's the hoop between the legs. And I give you the shoop. Michael Cooper, the ill hooper. Better call your team. You're going to need a state troopers. It's illegal what I do to you. My jump shot on crossover is sicker than you. Alright? Fuimos la cabeza, baby. Alright. E-Rom Sports. Let's tip it off, NBA. Alright. Peace. E-Rom Sports in the building. Yo, continuing the NBA preview show. Ooh, are you ready for the tip-off? James Wiseman's going to start tonight. These are the games. All right, so let's get hyped up. Brooklyn's dedicating the season to the first responders like they should. Brooklyn should win this, I'll say, like 111 to 103. Great to see Curry back. And then the Lakers get their rings. And I think they're going to beat the Clippers. We'll see how much LeBron and AD play, but I think that they'll win a good game. I'll say 107 to 103. You know what I'm saying? Bringing you the poetry. Let's go with the picks because it comes from the E. Yeah. NBA Talk, the preview show 2020. I'm going to give you the flow. So, let's break it down. All right. For the Eastern Conference, as you can see, the reason why I'm going with Brooklyn number 1, I like Joe Harris and Dinwiddie in the roster, but I think Durant and Kyrie will play at least 60 games, and LeVert and Nash in the system. Nash is my coach of the year. I like it. Milwaukee has a shot, like always, Giannis and the boys, Drew Holiday, but let's see. This is a big year for Middleton, and really the pressure's not on LeBron to go 5-6 and win 5 and lose 6 for the finals this year. I think the pressure is on Giannis and Harden to get their first chips. Obviously, Philly. Boston, Kemba's hurt. I don't think they really got a real good center. We'll see. I like Philly getting the shooters and Green and Curry and Terrence Ferguson and Dwight Howard. and Doc Rivers, they should be well improved. Miami will be fine. We'll see if James Harden gets traded to Philly, Brooklyn, or Miami. Toronto, losing Serge and Gasol is a big deal. Obviously, signing Van Fleet, happy for him. And then don't forget this year, you get the playoffs where 7 plays 10 and 8 plays 9. I think Indiana and Atlanta hold on. I do think Westbrook and Beal, they don't have enough, a lot of dogs up front, but I think, Ryu, we'll see how he plays. And I definitely think in terms of the playoffs, Charlotte will lose to Indiana and Atlanta will beat Washington. But this is how the East will play out. And Obi's going to do good for the Knicks. And Cleveland and Detroit. Chicago could be up higher, if Kobe White and Lauri Markkanen, getting Billy Donovan will help them at coach. When we look at the West, the Lakers are just so deep. And when you add two, the top finalists for Sixth Man of the Year, and you add Schroeder, who's younger, could play 1 or 2, and then Harrell, who could play 4 and 5, probably in the West. Yes, they lost Howard and McGee, but they bring in Marc Gasol. They bring in Schroeder. They bring in Harrell. They bring in Wesley Matthews. I mean, it goes on and on like the butter on popcorn. Kuzma, then this young kid, Thornton Tucker. I mean, it's ridiculous, the talent. And we'll see them play on Christmas Day against Dallas. But I think Denver's got, they don't have the depth. Barton and Monte Morris, maybe they go 7-8 deep, but I think losing Grant could hurt them. But I think Michael Porter is going to be most improved and just get so busy. The Clippers will be third. How I feel about Dame Dash and CJ. They're the futuristic Isaiah and Joe Thomas. I like Melo and Collins, and they bring back Cantor and Whiteside. That Portland is dangerous because they have a lot of size. They bring a lot to it. Mitchell needs help, Utah. Dallas can move up to that 5th or 4th seed. They're going to need Porzingis, though. But it'll be interesting to see how Josh Richardson and Hardaway Jr. form. They could use a little bit more size, but we'll see when Porzingis gets back. Houston, you just don't know. I mean, Wall and Cousins look really good in preseason. Let's hope they stay healthy. And can James stay and change? And maybe they still got Gordon, PJ Tucker. They still got a lot of talent. Okay. Daniel House. They got players. So that'll be fascinating in terms of the playoffs. But I got the, Houston and the Warriors, 7-10, and then Phoenix the Pelicans. So I think Warriors will upset Houston. It'll take them a while, but James Wiseman's starting tonight. And I just think Memphis and Sacramento and San Antonio are all going to be exciting and good. Even Minnesota. Anthony Edwards could be up there for Rookie of the Year, although I'll give it to James Wiseman. OKC is completely rebuilding. Okay. And then you see my postseason awards. We'll get to the playoffs. But I think Anthony Davis, this is the year for the MVP. I got Wiseman. I got Steve Nash. I think Ben Simmons is ready to turn the corner. He was up there last year. He'll get Defensive Player of the Year. I just still need him to shoot some jump shots. And the Sixth Man of the Year is either Lou Williams could get it. It could be whoever it is on the Lakers, Kuzma, Schroeder. I don't know how they're going to do it. It could be Gordon, obviously Lou, and then whoever the sixth man, Dinwiddie or LeVert or whatever on Brooklyn. So there's, a lot of, because I think they're going to start Joe Harris. So one of those guys, LeVert or Dinwiddie, could win it easily. All right. They'll get a lot of open shots playing with Kyrie and Durant. And come back, you got to give it to KD, right? You got to go KD, Brooklyn. Curry's going to be up there. A couple other cats are coming back. It's just going to be such a great season, and Michael Porter's definitely most improved. So the East playoffs, I already told you the opening round, and I think you'll see obviously Brooklyn, Milwaukee, Philly, but I think Miami's going to advance. I think they got too much posse, and I don't know if Boston's going to miss Hayward, but I don't know how healthy Kemba will be, and just the lack of size. We'll see. I think Toronto got Aaron Baines, and Boston, I don't love their center situation. So then, when we go to the semis, So, look, Brooklyn's ready. I think they're ready. Now, they might not be ready to win a chip, but I think that they can handle Miami. And I think Philly is going to get it together with the shooting. And Embiid and Ben Simmons and Harris will play the best with Doc. They're going to upset Milwaukee. And Giannis will be frustrated again and not regret signing that $228 million deal. But they're going to miss him. So, and then I got, Brooklyn advancing over Philly. It might be a year too early, but I'm just going for it, 4-3. And then the West, I told you, the Warriors and Suns. Then we get to the second round. Obviously, Lakers are too much. Denver's too much. Clippers get the revenge. And I think Dame Dash and Portland can pull it out. Lakers, too much for Portland, okay? The Clippers, that's going to be a great series. But I just think they can pull it off over Denver, okay? Get the revenge, but then we get the game we wanted, right? Lakers, Clippers, 7-game series. Lakers win, and then the NBA chip. The Lakers. LeBron goes 5-6, but Anthony Davis gets the MVP, just like in the regular season. And LeBron, I think he wants to do this for him. So Davis, the shot, the defense, I think he's got the swag and the confidence. He's got that new cologne of a title, and he wants multiple. And he wants to go down as, the best power forward ever. Can he pass Duncan? Well, it's going to start with winning multiple chips and getting some MVPs. So, right now, I don't think he could pass Duncan, but he could pass Barkley and Malone. That's still a tall order to me, and Kevin McHale. But he's on his way. He needs at least 2 or 3 chips to pass those 3 guys, though, okay? But the Lakers win, and they get it done over Brooklyn 4-3, all right? So that's what it is. The NBA preview show. Get ready for a great season. A lot of storylines, a lot of moves. Chris Paul's going to be a big deal with Phoenix. We'll see how, Brooklyn and the Clippers and the Sixers, does Drew Holiday really advance Milwaukee? And then the young draft picks. How does Wiseman and Obi and Anthony Edwards and Tyrese Halliburton, Sacramento's going to be strong, even if they wind up having to trade Buddy Hield. That's a young backcourt that's up and coming, Hield and Fox, and hopefully Hield will want to stay. This is just going to be a great season. I think Toronto might go down a little. You can't lose Gasol and Ibaka. And Ibaka will do well, but I think the Clippers and Celtics and Bucks need to make trades before the season ends to try to improve. And we'll see if Miami does the same, okay? So get yourself ready. Get your popcorn ready. It's game night. It's coming on. EROM Sports NBA 2020-21 preview show. Catch the flow. Steadily I grow. Don't you know? It's going to be ill. It's no run-of-the-mill. I'm caught up in the mix. The Phoenix Suns are a trendy pick to make the playoff show, but is it Luka for the MVP? I got Anthony Davis with me, Joel Embiid indeed. Stop tweeting, but can he get the victories in teams he gets beaten? And just Ben Simmons too. You got a shoot, a jumper. What about you and Giannis? Did you practice over the off season? Really, LeBron's game is just pleasing, aging like a fine wine. Don't you see? Turning 36 years old on December 30th, B. What's the plan? What's the plotting? Is Tatum ready to prove that he's not rotten? And the Big Apple, don't you know it's going to turn out to be the Brooklyn show? EROM Sports, peace. Yeah, man. You got to love it. NBA is back. Ooh, ooh. Let's go, NBA. I'm hyped. And, I wonder if they're going to go back to the bubble. Everybody be safe and sound. Peace.